Just a quick update. I thought I'd check in and obviously let people know what's happening with obviously life and obviously the competition, which is only about 6 weeks away now before we compete in the IFBB state championships on the Gold Coast. So yeah, 6 weeks out, and obviously feeling the pinch a little bit at the moment. Energy levels okay, but the body's obviously the leanest it's ever been for quite some time. So I think, as I was talking to Chris Black, my coach, the other day, it's probably in a position where I'm actually in better shape now than I was on stage a couple of years ago. So, which is a good sign. So, and I'm probably about 4 or 5 kilos heavier, which obviously means you've done the right thing over the last period of time in putting on some good muscle and some good lean muscle tissue. So, but definitely this sport, man, it's it's a hard sport, like compared to other things I've done, playing football and even Ironman, which is a unbelievably hard sport. This thing is just, it's 24/7, and it never leaves you alone. You're always thinking about it. You're always measuring. You're measuring your food, measuring your weight, measuring your water, measuring your salt, measuring what you do at the gym. What rep counts you're doing. You're always trying to progress, and the pressure you get with that is quite huge. Every time I go to the gym, and I've been pretty lucky this prep that I've been able to progress through the weights each session, even now when food's so low. So you put huge amounts of pressure on yourself on a daily basis, and I don't think people understand how hard this sport is. And I've sort of been following a few people on YouTube now that sort of go through that and explain it. And then until you've been in it, you really have no idea. For me, physically, I feel great. Like I can go to the gym, push hard, and I can do my 35 minutes of cardio in the morning and all my steps, and physically my body feels great. There's no niggles, there's no pains, there's no aches. It's just the mental part. It's the non-sleeping. It's, when I say non-sleeping, I sleep, but it's broken. You sleep for a few hours, get up, and you go to the toilet. Your body's just on alert. You're not supposed to be this lean. So it's for me this time around, it's the mental battle that's I found really challenging. And it's every day you've got a task to do, and you do it. But I really feel sorry for the people around me, to be honest with you. I've been a nightmare to live with over the last, especially the last month or so. Just I don't say much. My energy levels around other people are pretty low, and when I say that, I'm really short with people. I don't say what I really think anymore. Over the last couple of weeks, it's and having a full-time real estate business, and obviously we've got a coaching business as well. I think in real estate it's actually helped because I've cut to the chase a lot more. So I'm not talking to people as long as I used to. It's just, do you want the property or not? Trying to find out if they really need it or not, and then moving on pretty quickly. So it's amazing how your brain can prioritize what it needs to do. And I feel this prep round, I've really I've really struggled with that part. It's maybe it's the guilt of not sort of spending time with friends and speaking with family, and obviously spending time with Tracy and Ethan. But the time that you spend with people at the moment, especially Tracy and Ethan, I feel like I'm not 100% there. So it's that's the hardest part, and that's a tough sport. Like, as I said, other sports, you go and train for an hour or two and you eat a lot of food and you feel great, and you come home and everything's great. But this sport, you're so flat a lot of the time that when you get home, all you want to do is just get on the treadmill, walk, eat, sit down, and go to bed. So I know it's quite taxing on those around me, and I really I know that they understand why I do it, but I think a lot of people outside that real inner circle don't understand. And you get people come up to the gym and they want to have a chat, and I get that. The gym can be a very social place, and a lot of people go to the gym for that community aspect. But when you're in prep, you're there to get a job done. You're there to get the most out of your body, especially if you're competitive and you want to win and all those sorts of things. If you really want to, knuckle down and say, and be honest and say, well, why am I doing this? It's because you want to win. You go into the gym and you're pushing absolutely 100% hard all the time, and any little distraction you get with people coming up and saying, "I can ask you a question," and why do you do it? And man, it's so fucking frustrating, to be honest with you. And at times you just don't want to go to the gym. And I'm just about to head there now, and I'm going to squeeze in a lunchtime session today. So I've been at work all morning and done all my cardio and my steps, and I thought I'd sit in the car, and I was procrastinating a little bit. And I'm like, why am I procrastinating and going to the gym today? And it's like, Tracy's there. She's just been training clients, and I said, "Oh, Tix, how is it? How's the gym?" That anxiety builds up because you don't want to be too busy, and you don't want people there that are going to distract you from what you need to do. So she texted me back and said, "It's pretty quiet. There's no chatters here at the moment." So she knows exactly what I'm asking. And I feel bad for that because these people have great intentions and they're lovely people, but I think sometimes they just don't understand what you're there for. And I think over the last couple of weeks, people can see that my physique has changed a lot. And they want to come and sort of, they give you a wink and walk over, and you sort of almost pull a hoodie over your head and just give them the death stare so they don't come near you. So my game plan today is to get in there and headphones on, probably pull a hoodie over my head. We're in Cairns and it's 27 degrees, but I'm going to pull a hoodie over my head today and just lock in, because I know I need to get this session done. And I'll look at it, and I've got 6 weeks, and certain body parts I still want to keep trying to bring up. And like today is a push session with some shoulders, and obviously I think that's one area that really stands out in men's physique. So I want to go there today with real intent and push hard and have no distractions. So and that's what I'm talking about. That's the battle. It's not the physical part. It's not going and lifting the weights. It's not doing the cardio. It's how can I keep myself in a positive frame of mind with the broken sleep, the low food, the high energy expenditure, and all the other stuff you take to compete in bodybuilding. Those things don't make you feel great. They make you feel shit. So the reality is it's tough at the moment. It is what it is, but you really do have these moments like I am now, where I'm sitting in my car just trying to get my head in the space that I can go there and just have tunnel vision. So which having a professional sport background has probably helped. I can probably do that pretty easily, but I just sometimes feel that I have to apologize for the way I am at the moment, because I know people they want to chat, they want to approach me, and they want to sort of talk to Troy, the old Troy, the normal Troy, who's quite happy to have a chat sometimes, and you just don't get him at the moment. He's a different beast. He's a focused beast, and he's very much lacking focus for anything other than doing the things he needs to do to tick those boxes. So I thought I'd just give you a quick update. I'm going to get the session done, and I'll check in afterwards and let you know how it went. Love this sport, love it. I love it. It is so much me, and it's so much what I love, and it's so rewarding. But at the same time, it's definitely something that takes away a lot of other aspects of your life, and you have to make a lot of sacrifices for. And I appreciate the small things, but sometimes I just need to let other people know that I appreciate them, and even though I don't act like it. I rounded out that session, which it was it was a challenge to keep myself in line in there. It's amazing how you work yourself up to go to the gym, and obviously all the things that are expected of you. You're expecting yourself to perform better. You're expecting yourself to obviously lift to a new level, and you're expecting yourself to deliver on something that is due in 6 weeks, which is obviously a physique that's ready for the stage. And you build up the expectations so much so that like for myself, then one of the most aggressive sessions I've had in the gym in a long time. So was able to push through a lot more weight than I thought I would, obviously considering that the food's low, and obviously cardio and all those things are up at the moment. So I progressed in strength in a large way. So I guess it goes to show how much of it's mental, and Tracy was in there, and obviously she helped me out with a couple of little things in there, but the reality is it's up to you. I had to really focus on actually keep my aggression in check in there, to be honest with you. It was I'm trying to focus, obviously, all those feelings around, the pressure you put on yourself into, the focus of lifting and obviously pushing good weight, and which I did. But the reality is you feel anxious when you're in there, and you feel like there's this impending doom coming. And I don't know if anyone else feels this way around it, but I genuinely felt that that I was training for my life today. There's certain things that in the gym there that I was pushing harder than I ever had before, and that's I guess that's the competitive beast in me. And it was a real focused session, and I think obviously talking about it prior to the session like I have, and trying to detail the feelings that go into it, was probably a way for myself to actually realign myself with allowing myself to be aggressive. There's nothing wrong with being an aggressive person in the gym. It's a spot to do it. It's a place to do it. And I think sometimes you can go into the gym and obviously temper yourself to try and be the nice person and talk to people and all that sort of thing. Whereas I think the attitude you've got to have to be a really good bodybuilder is that it's a fuck off mentality. You've got to go in there and treat that session like it's the last session you're going to get. And well, that's just me anyway. That's the way I feel about it. I think that you need to go in there and train with intensity, and there's nothing wrong with that. And some people might look at you a little bit differently in the gym, and well, what's that guy doing, and why is he pushing so hard, and why is he not smiling like other people in the gym? And the reality is, it's I'm not there for enjoyment. I'm there to get a result. I'm there to get an outcome for my body, and I'm pretty proud that I actually did that today. I think talking about it prior to the session has given me the opportunity to realign and be okay with the fact that it's okay to be aggressive in competition. It's okay to not want to talk to people, and it's okay not to go to the gym and go there for a community aspect. So I thought I'd just detail, obviously, the way I felt prior to the gym, and now the way I feel afterwards. It's still taxing, and it still obviously feels like you're drawing on energy that you don't have. But I also feel like it's where I need to be. It's I love this sport. I love the gym for different reasons. I think that the sport gives me an outlet. It gives me routine, and I'm a bit of a person that needs routine, but it also gives me purpose. There's work, and obviously you got to provide for your family and do all those sorts of things, but there's nothing wrong with having a bit of selfish purpose. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look better and feel better and be a better version of yourself than yesterday. And I'm 48. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care what people say or think about me anymore. It's I wish I'd started this earlier in my life. I really do. I really wish I had dedicated some more time to this when I was younger. But it's never too late, and I don't regret not doing it. But I would have regretted if I don't do it now. And that's why I do it. I do it because I want to. I really want this. I really want this lifestyle that comes with bodybuilding. I really want this structured improvement, focus on progression. It's one of the only parts in life where you have full control of what you do. I can live like everyone else and eat shit food and maybe not go to the gym and not have intensity, but for me, I need to count. I need to watch what I eat. I need to manage it like it's a profession. I need to have some sort of result in my body that that I can see, you know, whether it's a bulking phase, a maintenance phase, or a cutting phase. Like now, I need to see the outcome on a daily basis, and that's the beauty of this sport, that you know, if you watch the numbers and watch the data, you will see a result. And I'm just thankful that I've, you know, come across a couple of people in my life that have allowed this to happen, you know, probably 3 or 4 really. Obviously Tracy, you know, she's an amazing competitor herself, and she sort of lit that fire. And then, you know, my mate Azza, who probably guided me through it and made the introduction to Chris, who's, you know, not only become my coach, but a really good mate. So, you know, and then there's someone like Neil, who owns the gym, who's, you know, one of my best mates, who has probably, you know, give me the facility to be able to do what I need to do. And, you know, he understands that, you know, I'm a different type of beast, and like all those 4 people, they all understand that I'm a little bit different. You know, I'm not cut from the same cloth, and I never, you know, I've never really thought I was the same as everyone else. I always thought I was a bit different. I didn't know why, and I think that I just need, for my mental health, I just need to have a focus, and a selfish focus. I need to have a selfish focus. I'm okay with that. I need to, you know, people might say it's an ego thing or an arrogant thing, but I just genuinely need to have a focus on myself to get better. And there's no better way of doing that than bodybuilding. And I wish more people would come into this sport. You know, it's never too late. You know, as I said, like, I've only picked this sport up a few years ago, and I'm in love with it, and I think I'm getting pretty good results, and with my team behind me. So it's never too late, it's never too early. You know, life's about, you know, doing little things that improve every day, and yeah, it's bodybuilding's a catalyst for, you know, making yourself better. You know, you take some backward steps in relationships sometimes, like, you know, you do sacrifice time and sacrifice conversations, but I know for myself and for Tracy and for Ethan, they look at me and they say, well, geez, that guy's pushing for some reason, and they know that it's an inspiration for a lot of people around them, and obviously for them too, you know, and they inspire me every day. So, you know, I'm pretty proud that, you know, I can sort of detail the way I felt before the session, go in there, train with some intensity, and then come out and be okay, with the fact that I am, yeah, I'm allowed to be aggressive. I'm allowed to be a person with purpose in the gym, and it's okay not to have to talk to people. It's okay not to feel like you have to be everyone's mate in there. So, and I'm not saying I'm rude or anything, but, you know, at the end of the day, I think people appreciate the fact that I work really hard, and you know, it's not easy for a 48-year-old body to be in condition like I am. And you know, it's a proud moment to sit here and detail how I feel and how it affects other people. And I hope that maybe a couple other people out there who maybe see this, and I don't know if anyone will see it, but I hope they do, and I hope they take a little bit on, and maybe it might you know, draw 1 or 2 people out that want to go down a different route. Yeah, that's about it. I'll try and do a few more of these more often, but maybe some stuff around the way I actually train rather than the way I feel, because you know, that's probably an important part. But yeah, if you watch this in entirety, I know it's been a bit of a long one. Thanks, appreciate it.